Hey everybody, it's David Summer here. So this video is a Forex Trendy review. Forex Trendy being a Forex trading tool which I've recently found. So what is Forex Trendy? It is a membership site where it's scanning 34 currency pairs on 9 timeframes from 1 minute to 1 month, which means it's scanning 306 charts, and it's looking for two things. One thing it's looking for are consistent trends, and the other thing it's looking for are certain patterns. So to talk about the trends, it orders it looks at 200 bars on the given time frame. So this one is say pound Kiwi on the daily, and it wants to see, if you draw a line from one corner to the other, it wants to see multiple touch points, and it measures what is the worst case drawdown on this trend, and it displays that as a percentage. So, these charts are all ordered in the drawdown percentage gradually getting worse. So the theory being, the lower the drawdown, the more consistent the trend. So you could place your trade in line with the trend, and you could have a stop which is bigger than the worst case drawdown. Regarding the patterns, it has completed patterns. It's looking for, where are there more than one touch point here. They got two actually quite close together, but more than one touch point. More than two touch points. So there's got to be at least three touch points to make a support or resistance line valid. So here we have a falling wedge pattern, and because it's broken out of the falling wedge pattern, that's why it's a completed pattern. Whereas it also has emerging patterns. So for instance, here we have the dollar yen going sideways in a rising wedge. So there's multiple touch points there, single touch point there on the resistance. You have multiple touch points on the support. So again, the theory being, you could place orders outside these patterns for an entry. And with this as well, you get Fibonacci targets. If they're to break out, you can specify points where you're going to take your money, your profits, or some of your profits. Regarding the time frames, you can specify which time frames you're interested in. Personally, I'm not interested in 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, etc. Usually, I'm only interested in at least 4 hours, but I'm looking at an hour here as well. I've actually got bars set to 300 as well. I thought that was set to 200, so that's something I'll change right now. And you specify which currency pairs, also gold, silver, and oil, you can be watching. So how am I using this, and have I made any money out of it? My trading style, as I've been taught by my virtual mentor on another membership site, which I'm a member of, is, first of all, I look at macroeconomics to understand, okay, which markets I'm actually interested in. Then I look at what's the sentiment. Are we in a risk on or risk off environment? And then I look at technicals to decide my entry and exit points. So regarding Forex Trendy, I'm never going to enter a market purely based on, okay, here's a trend with a 17% drawdown. Okay, I'm blindly going to enter this market. But what it does give me is it makes me look at currency pairs that I don't normally look at, like the USD SEK here. So in this case, I see, okay, this is quite consistent. It's got a less than 20% drawdown. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is, with the membership site, you also get a ebook which teaches you how to use the membership site. And it'll tell you things like, okay, less than 20% drawdown is okay. Less than 15% is much more reliable. Less than 10% is very rare, but more reliable still. So going back to how I'm using this, so I would look at this and think, okay, this is quite a reliable trend, only a 70% drawdown, but I'll go back to my trading methods. Okay, what are the fundamentals? I already know what the fundamentals for the US dollar are because that's one of the currencies that I watch closely, but I know nothing about the SEC, so I'll look at the fundamentals for that and then decide, okay, is this something I'm actually interested in? Dollar Turkey, I'm already watching that, but that's quite a consistent trend, etc. So it's going to give me trading ideas. Regarding patterns, I find this more interesting because even when I'm watching a currency pair, I I may miss certain, or I may have drawn my lines differently. For instance, here, the euro yen, I'd have probably drawn a support line there. So would I use this? I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on it and see if it gives me trading ideas. But I would never use this on its own. The, the my favorite thing that I'm keeping an eye on are the emerging patterns. So, for instance, the dollar yen here. Again, I'm already watching this because the dollar and the yen are two of the major currency pairs. And on a daily chart, again, I'm going to be watching this. So I'm very interested in whether it's going to break out of this support resistance range. And I'm not really interested in shorting the dollar yen. I'm expecting a rate hike in the dollar or the US in December, and I'm expecting more QE for the yen. So I'm only interested in a break to the upside. If you think you're interested in Forex Trendy, I've added a link below this video. I hope you found this Forex Trendy review video useful, and from a fellow trader, I wish you all the success in your trading.